Welcome to part 4. We're catching up from last time. We got the engine in the frame still bare. I've got the correct 444 bell housing on it, and then the low mass flywheel I bought didn't really work out, so I've ended up putting an actual 11-inch full-size flywheel on there that would have been stock. The exception of it is counterbalance for this 454 that we'll be using temporarily. See, I've got the intake on there. Now you sharp-eyed 66, 67 guys will not notice that the boss by the thermostat housing is not opened up, so that makes this a 68 intake. I may or may not do that before it runs, but all it needs is threaded. Got the valve cover sitting on it, and then the carburetor came in. So this is a 66 carburetor. It's for the automatic, but otherwise it's the same thing. Just like that. I never thought I'd be interested in running a quadrijet, but there it is, guys. Got the air cleaner. This is the 325 horsepower air cleaner. Snorkel with the chrome lid. Also dug up a correct short water pump for it. This will be the fan that I'll be using. That's very similar, if not the same, as the stock fan would have been on this base model Chevelle. Also rounded up a alternator bracket, alternator, and the other brackets here. So I'm just waiting on pulleys, and then I'll have everything I need for the front of the engine. And then you can see I've got the suspension laid out. That'll be going in next. I do have the new reproduction upper and lower A arms. Then everything else is original stuff. It's got the bigger Super Sport sway bar. Those springs are the higher rate, I believe 320s for the big block. Got a little box of hardware. I got fresh hardware for the end links on the sway bar. I'll be running some KYB shocks. And the alternator there again, that is the 37 amp, which would be correct for the standard base model. We'll be using a 4-speed for now. So there's the shifter for that. So we get some of this together, and I'll turn the camera back on, and we'll kind of mock up some things, get an idea what it's going to look like. The other exhaust manifold, like I said, I never thought I'd be this geeked out on an exhaust manifold, but there it is. It's not the 66 style. I guess 66 is really only 1 year only. This is a 68 casting date, but virtually identical to the 66 casting. So that'll get it running. Pretty trouble-free once it's together. So, alright, I'll put some of this back together and we'll show it to you in just a minute. Here it is, the end of another weekend. Got a little bit done though, really. I mean, I got the suspension in, as you can see. Those are reproduction A-arms. Got the new end links on there. That's the proper 1 and 15/16 roll bar that you would have in a Super Sport. Super Sport springs in there. A lot of people make fun of the bright orange oil pan, but you know, tell me what you think. Should I try to age it? Should I just leave it on its own path of disintegration? Leave it shiny? I mean, it is a new pan, and I wasn't going to pay the money some people wanted for those things original. So, and it's clean. It's clean inside. It's nice. But you're not going to really see it from up top. So there's the suspension in there. I've got, actually these are all parts off a different car. The parts that go to this car I want to be able to sandblast and clean, but I didn't really want to disable this car for the 6 months or 6 years it would take to do that. So anyway, there's that. I've kind of mocked up the engine. Got the air cleaner, carburetors under it, alternator, got the brackets. I dug up an old short water pump. Only thing I'm really waiting on is the pulleys. And I'm really glad I stuck with the manual steering. That saved me the whole hassle of trying to find power steering stuff, saved me the money, saved me time because I never unbolted it. It's still on there from when I started on the car. So as you can see, most of it's there in place, ready to be assembled, you know. One of the manifolds is on, dipstick. Unfortunately, I got a little rust to clean up in there, so the doghouse is just sitting on here temporarily. It's the old, I got to take a break from this project to do another project situation. And but as you can see, it's come together pretty good in just a few weeks, and it won't be long. It won't be long. Hopefully before snow flies, I'll be able to at least hear it run and take it around the block once. So, thanks for watching, and see you on the next one.